Uh-huh. Okay. That was quick. Okay, this is the cataloger. Let me take a book first. Alright, Orta, what's your problem?
Oh, pardon me. Were you looking for a particular volume? Not that I could really help. I don't know the libraries very well. I'm just doing some research.
What research?
I was looking for something about the Orton Tig. It was lost during the last blight, and there aren't many records left. They were a noble house once, descended from the Paragon Orton, who composed the grand epic of the Seven Brothers and the Ortonic Symphony. My mother's family believes they were descended from Kalana Orton, who was training in Orzammar when the Tig fell. I'm even named for the house, Orta. Unfortunately, any records would be buried in the Tig's ruins, somewhere in the deep roads.
Yeah, I could look in return for some of that Orthan wealth.
You're from the surface. What do you know about fighting Darkspawn? There aren't even any expeditions planned until they settle this election. Otherwise, you need special permission from the Assembly or some great lord.
I do not want to disappoint you, but I'm a Grey Warden.
A Grey Warden? Mother always said that if anyone could find the Tig, it was the Wardens. I hear Prince Balin and Lord Harrimont have both been sending out small teams these days. Yes, if you can find the Tig in any records, that could do it. That could prove I'm a noble. If you could. Maybe now that you're looking. It's almost too much to hope.
Holy mother, I just wanted to settle down the situation with the Chantry. Holy shit, that's a lot of books over there. Okay, before I speak to the Shaper himself. Okay, the deep roads. Don't worry guys, I am reading all the Kodai, but I'm just doing this off screen since, you know, I don't want to waste time while recording this, you know. So I'm also the type who's gathering all the knowledge here, so more books, more Wall of the Memories.
I shall do it.
On Shapers, okay. Another book. Shh, Leliana, psst, psst, come back here. Can you do this for me, please? The Search of the True Prophet. The Diligence armor, the one that I solved. And it gives you nice bonuses to the armor all over the place. Oh, how did I miss you, little book? Okay, so now that we have all of these knowledges in our pockets, I want to speak to you, Shaper.
When I last walked this hall, Endrin was king and Orzammar was at peace. The memories often speak of the swiftness with which change overtakes us. But it is different to see it firsthand. I apologize, Warden. I should not burden a stranger with such thoughts. I am Zebor, the Shaper of Memories.
Shaper of Memories?
The Shaper it guards Orzammar's knowledge. We have preserved in Lyrium all of the records of Dwarven history. The memories record all. They are how we know to which family a child owes life, how we trace lost Tigs. They ensure we forget nothing of our past, good or bad.
You know, I am also this type of guy who first would like to settle down the business, all of the important matters, and then just make a casual talk once this burden is out of my shoulders. So let's go straight to business for now. I would like your permission to open the chantry here.
That is an odd request, especially for one so new to our city.
'Cause, you know, I am also this type of guy who first would like to settle down the business, all of the important matters, and then just make a casual talk once this burden is out of my shoulders. So let's go straight to business for now. I would like your permission to open the chantry here.
That is an odd request, especially for one so new to our city.
Hmm. Maybe you actually know this guy, so probably I should mention that I am on behalf of the brother Burkle.
I thought so. This is not the first time he's made this plea. My answer to Brother Burkle hasn't changed. So I ask you the same. On what basis would you have me insult the ancestors and overturn 2,000 years of tradition?
True, but the charities could greatly aid Orzammar.
Brother Burkle said as much. But Orzammar is more than capable of caring for its own.
But seriously, would you rather wait for the human army to convert you?
If you are trying to threaten Orzammar from inside its own walls, you are sadly lacking in any understanding of tactics.
Yeah, that was a lot of failure on this part. Do I really want to say that? That's the question. The thing is that number one is absolutely not what I would like to say. Like, I'm not the, this fanatic Chantress supporter. I wanted it to be like, this small temple, and who would like to get into the Chantry do this, but not spreading like this fanatically. I know I would fail, but I want to try to persuade him.
Wherever this chantry has spread among humans, it replaced all beliefs preceding it. Were we to let these preachers into Orzammar, how long before the ancestors stop hearing the voices praising them?
I knew it. On the other hand, I really don't want to disappoint Leliana behind me. So maybe I could just act a little bit. But this chant must be sung all over the corners of the world.
So far, the world has done quite well without your maker. I am in no hurry to change that. Now, if there's nothing else.
I see. Absolute failure here. Sorry guys, absolute failure. But
I am the man to ask if you wish to access the memories of the ancestors. What is it you would know?
okay, so it looks like I'm not talkative enough for doing that. Well, not that I'm surprised about this, honestly, but yeah, still a little bit, downed my spirit a little bit that they would not listen my thoughts about this. But you, otherwise than this chantry stuff, you must have a lot of info about this city itself. Let us talk about the Orzammar, Lord Shaper.
Ask, and I shall do my best to answer.
What exactly is the difference between the ancestor and the paragon?
All dwarves who die return to the stone as ancestors, to guide their families forever. But only one every few generations rises to paragon. A paragon is a dwarf whose accomplishments change Orzammar so much that the assembly recognizes they've been born blessed. They are venerated as living ancestors and found a new noble house forever bearing their name.
I see, and that's what Branca was?
Branca is a paragon, now and into death. She was born a smith, but her inventions caught the assembly's eye. Before she had seen 20 years, she created a smokeless coal. It could burn in a cave without vents and no one would choke from it. It earned her paragon status.
I see. So basically, if you are, make something outstanding for your society, it might raise you in the eyes of this, the higher ranks, if you ask me. I like this idea actually. Well, sharing the knowledge with society will actually bring you you yourself to something really bigger. So where is she now?
She went into the deep roads 2 years ago seeking out secrets of the ancient smiths. She never returned.
I see. Yeah, information is power. I need to know a little bit more of that. What can you tell me about the history?
We were a great empire once, outnumbering even humans and elves. We traded with your Tevinter Imperium, and our land stretched as far in the deep roads as theirs did above. Kal Sharok was capital then, but we lost too many battles. We lost our golems, and we lost our territory. Now the Empire is simply ruined tunnels filled with darkspawn.
I see, but what exactly are these deep roads? Like, all I know that it's filled with the darkspawn and that only wardens can go in there without any backup army.
They were once our highways beneath the mountains. Now the darkspawn claim them and few venture there, except your order, who enter the deep roads when they retire, so they can die slaughtering as many darkspawn as possible.
I see. And how did you lose those golems?
The Paragon Caridin, a smith of unsurpassed genius, invented the golems. For years they were our weapon against the darkspawn. One golem is worth a dozen dwarves in battle, but Caridin's tide is far into the deep roads. When it fell, we lost his secret to creating golems. There are books about it along these walls if you would read more.
Okay. What's the Taig?
They are to us what a colony is to surfacers.
I see. I don't really care who this Kal Sharok is. Let's go to the Orzammar basic again.
I will settle your mind if I can, Warden.
Back to my first questions.
All dwarves who die return to the stone as ancestors, to guide their families forever. But only one every few generations rises to Paragon. A Paragon is a dwarf whose accomplishments change Orzammar so much that the Assembly recognizes they've been born blessed. They are venerated as living ancestors and found a new noble house forever bearing their name.
I think I've heard more than enough from you, old man. I should go.
Your presence here has been recorded in the memories. I wish I knew what significance it has.
So now what? Well, I absolutely failed to convince him to get this whole chantry stuff done.
As you said.
And honestly, guys, I'm just thinking that probably I should not rush the thing through, since, you know, the more I go inside something new, the more of the help and pleas are from everywhere. So I'm gonna try to sell this thing one at a time. So what I'm gonna do right now, I wanna finish this entire chantry business before I will do anything else, since literally my request of solving chaos is growing bigger and bigger, and this is not exactly my playstyle, guys. Honestly, I wanna try this little by little. Oh, come on, it was just there. And the brother was on the other side of this. Well, looks like I gotta bring not very good news to him. Here you are, brother. Sorry, man, I ended up not being very persuasive.
Wisdom, but I'm eager to hear if you've seen the Shaper.
I couldn't get him to see the reason.
Oh, well, I should not have asked another to meet the challenge that the Maker has set before me. Best of luck to you, sister. May we both walk in the light.
Sir, I'm sorry, Leliana. I really wish I could make something pleasant that would, you know, warming up your soul and all that. Looks like it's just not the mirror's day. Anyways, now that this chantry business is out of my way, I can concentrate on the politics themselves. And you know, looks like that at some point I'm gonna go into these deep roads. However, mark everything in red. So